Hi, everyone. Welcome back. This is part 2 of a 2-part recap. If you're wondering where part 1 was, well, go check in the feed and be sure to subscribe so that way you always get your episodes. But enough of that. Let's get right back into the episode.
So now everybody's getting up and going to take a break. And Andy's like, well, I didn't see that coming. And Stephanie's like, no, she's such a snake. But I'm not sure who she's talking about. Which one she's talking about is the snake?
Her sister. She just felt like bringing it up.
Yeah. Pathological, Adriana. Well, I feel horrible, but it was not me. I was not me. So now she's following Andy out. And she's walking with Lexi, and she's just pestering Andy. Andy just wants to pee. You know what I mean? I can't believe Andy's already scrolling on his phone. He does not want to listen to this shit. Just leave him alone. But she's following, and she's like, oh, Andy, I feel horrible. I was not me for 4 years. I couldn't speak the truth. I never betrayed Adriana with my friendship with Alexia. Do you see? I tried. Did you sleep together more than once? Well, no. We slept together once and fooled around in the Versace mansions. So we did that too.
Oh, is that like when you were really drunk at the Hamptons that you were like vomiting? Is that actually? No, it wasn't that. It's like, oh, the Versace mansion at her bachelorette. And so we see flashbacks of how they woke up, like they got drunk and then they woke up in the morning and like Adriana had like vodka in the bed and everything like that. So Alexa's like, oh, you know what? I can get it at the Versace mansion. Like that's kind of hot. Like I can see that really happening. Like, you know what I love? Like, you know what turns me on? Like, going to like a Rococo mansion where someone got murdered. I'm like, oh yeah, do me, you know? I wish Todd would do that to me. So Julia's like, we had one night stand. I didn't say it to spread gossip. It had to be known. I never betrayed Adriana. I still love her, even though she's abusive and she is mean and malicious and blackmails me. But I love her. You know, I am not bad guy. Like this,
yeah, but she didn't think you were going to go there though. She's trying to say I never betrayed Adriana. What do you think this was? So is Martina going to be upset? She's like, Martina knows, and I told her, and she told me, Julia, why are you going to say it? And I said, darling, because I have to say the truth 4 years later, because I can't lie. I cannot pretend.
Please. So Adriana has some big news, which is that she goes into her dressing room and she's like, Bosky, you would not even believe it. You're going to have a new godmother because your old godmother's no good. It's official. Bosky's back on the market for godmothers.
Did you have an affair with a Haitian mortician? Oh, TBD. Affair? No, but duty, maybe, Andy, maybe.
So Adriana takes Basquiat over to Lisa and she's like, guys, can you believe, did you see that shit show? Did you see it? And Jody's like, I didn't. I only saw humans. What is that? I know. I only saw humans. Okay, I don't understand. But you know what? She knows it. Now, can you believe I made her the godfather of my dog? Can you believe it?
Oh my God, Basky is literally shaking. He's shaking. And he is. And they're like, wine. They make a little wine for Basquiat. So then we go over to Julia and Alexia and Kiki. And Kiki's like, oh my God, I'm shaking. You, my friend? Like, it's a lot. Yeah, I can't take it anymore. For years, she was holding it over my head. One wrong move. And you're not going to like it. I'm going to say it. So then back to Lisa. She's like, oh my God. So now everybody's just basically trying to figure out what they did. They're like, did you scissor? And she's like, what is a scissor? She's like this. She's like doing the finger motions.
No,
she's like,
never.
No. I don't like it. I don't like that. And if I was into that, I would say it. I don't care.
We were in the same bed maybe one night. She was the one trying to come at me. And Alexia's like, so like, all I know is like, did you like eat her out? Or did she eat you out? Like, this is a question for Ben Mandelker. Like, I don't know, like, what women do, but, like, do women do that? Like, eating out, you know? Like, because she says, like, all you do is kiss. And Kiki's like, oh, yeah, okay, I know how it goes because I watch a lot of porn. Should I just demonstrate? Like, no, Kiki, no. So Kiki's like, yeah, they do that. Julia's like, girls, I respect Adriana, and there's, like, too much of intimate details that I'm not going to get into. I've decided to draw a boundary out of nowhere.
Oh, okay. Now you have respect for details and secrets. I see. No. The answer is no. Okay, well that's fair. But do you call it sex? Whatever you did with her? And Kiki's like, what was it? Tell me what happened. She's like,
kiss our finger. Kiss our finger
together.
He's our finger.
We were intimate. I won't tell you what because you can call me a liar. So I'm not going to tell you, but we were intimate in general.
It was finger. It was finger. At least that's what my brain was saying. So so now we go to Gertie's dressing room. And she's talking to Russell. She's like, well, you heard the chaos out there. There she was, I mean, another lie, another, you know, like you and I banged and whatever and like that. And like, where's my coffee machine? Okay, I deserve a coffee machine too. She's like, yeah, well, there's a pattern. Yeah, but why? She's the only one telling on herself right now because she thought that I guess Adriana was going to use it today against her. So she was like, I'm going to beat her to it. And like, let me declare that we slept together. But first of all, Adriana is single as can be. So what is the issue? That's on you. You're married. She doesn't take vows seriously. 9 engagements later, this woman doesn't know what that is. She doesn't know the concept of loyalty.
So then we go to Larsa and Stephanie, and Larsa's like, oh my God, like, I feel like we can't like top the Haitian Mortician, like. Stephanie's like, no, that was amazing. She goes, and Larsa says that she thinks Adriana just made everything up. And Stephanie's like, no, Julia's a nymph. Are you kidding me? Like, come on. I've known the woman for 5 minutes. She's an info.
Yeah. No, she's not like, yeah, she is. Okay. And let me tell you something. I'm a woman who works with a lot of men, so I understand a thing or two about nymphos. That doesn't even make sense. I think sometimes when you're like not in a good place, right? Like, do you guys understand? Like when you're not like in a good place, like sometimes you might like want to cheat on someone. Like, I mean, like I would never do that, Jeff Kobe. Like never. Like, it's just like she went through a bad situation and like a bad time and her spouse. And sometimes like, I don't know, it's like, it's hard. It's easy to slip up and fall. Like I wouldn't know from personal experience, Jeff Kobe. But like, I'm just saying like.
Yeah, he's like, great. Can't wait to marry you in a month. So Lisa is feeling bad for Martina, and Adriana's like, oh, that girl doesn't appreciate anybody. She uses people, and then she goes on to the next. Who is Julia? She's an opportunist. So then we go to Julia, and she's like, I said, Adriana, why did you bring me to this group? To be your puppet? And then back to Adriana. She's like, now they're rehearsing. I'm going to go in there. They are rehearsing.
From day one, it was ruse. Alexia and Marisol are besties. You and I are going to be besties. And most important, like if you want to get close, it was like a no. You cannot get close to Alexia and Marisol.
So then Adriana barges in. Oh, hello, former godmother of Bosky. Are you guys rehearsing your answers now? Is that what you're doing? You're rehearsing your answers? It's like, no, but we were just listening. Still trying to figure out, was it like fingering or was it eating out? Like, it's a lot to like process. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. Marisol's like, oh, God, Adriana. Oh, too much. It's like, oh yeah, more lies. You are such a fool. I would have kept your secret to the grave. And when I told you I'm going to break the fourth wall, it wasn't about any of that.
I don't like people blackmailing me. I did not blackmail you, fraud mother. You did many times. No, I did not. You were holding it on my head. No, you are married. You're married and you're going around kissing everybody, okay? But I like to have fun, so sorry. Girls just like to have fun. What do you want from me? Oh, she's kissing everybody. The problem, you're an imposter. I don't even know who patted my puss.
Adriana, you said, if you ever go to defend Marisol or Kiki, I'm going to take you down with me. That were your words.
By the way, what's the funny thing here is it was Adriana talking about taking her down by mentioning their makeout session or the Haitian Morticians session. And the point is that
right.
Julia has the fact that Julia has options on how she could be blackmailed is not a great thing, I have to say.
Multiple. She has multiple options. Those were your words. You're going to take me down with you. And she goes, no, you were supposed to be on my side. What are you talking about? So I like that. This is what was cracking me up, that Adriana's like, I wasn't blackmailing you. I was telling you, you better be on my side, because if I go down, you're coming down with me. Like, what's the problem with that?
That's what friends do for each other, right? They just bully them into taking a position.
You're supposed to be on your side. I'm on the side of justice. What is supposed to mean?
Justice? Wait, what? Justice for whom? For what? Like, I think justice for Martina, who's like, where did our coffee machine go? So Adriana's like, justice, you're a cheater.
She's having to use the French press at home. Cut to Martina just teaching the boys how to use a French press.
Well, kids, we were robbed one day and Mr. Coffee left, and now we have to do this 15-minute Chemex drip every day. Get used to it.
Okay, so now it's 10 minutes until we return to the set. And Stephanie's talking about how she got her boobs done. And so Kiki grabs her boobs and she's like, I didn't say touch them. She goes, oh, well, first of all, I'm not Julia, okay? And so they start cracking up. So then we go to Alexia and Marisol, and Alexia's like, oh my God, I'm dying to get back out there. Like, I just don't think I've been that excited for a reunion to come back out. Like, I can't wait to hear the rest of the story.
Oh my God, bro, it was great. I mean, Alexia has to admit it. Oh, she's not going to. I mean, she has to admit that she did this. Like, oh, she's never going to admit it. Like, I just don't know, like who did it. I just want to know, like, who did what to whom. And like, was there eating out? Was there fingering? And I want to know, was there fingering in the eating out? Were they actually eating out takeout food? Like, I really want to know all these things.
Okay, so we go back to the set, and we're back. I want to go back to the bomb that Julia just dropped before we broke. Adriana, just for clarification, do you make your coffee at home, or do you order it in?
And did you mess around in the Hamptons? I don't know why I'm asking this question again, because we talked about it for the past 20 minutes, but let's ask the question again. She's okay, since we're going to go back to back, the first time I slept, I met Julia.
Oh, she was going to say slept. She was going to say slept.
It was at lunch. It was a lunch.
Did you mess around in the Hamptons? That's all I want to know. I don't need to know what you had at lunch.
No, but I have to say this. The first time we were having brunch, she comes in and she tells me, you look like Snow White. You're so pretty. I saw you at the end of the table. You look like Snow White. And then she starts, she's like talking about my boobs. So she proceeds to invite me to the bathroom, and I go to the bathroom to show her my boobs because she wanted to see my boobs and how good they were. It's like, oh, so you were like, so you're just going to show them to her?
Oh, yeah, so you're going to show her your boobs. Yeah, that's what you did. You showed her your boobs. I'm like, she's nodding her head furiously, like her micro nods, like, oh, yeah. So it's proved it. Adriana's the bad guy. She showed her boobs. I mean, what she
didn't do in front of Frankie. At least she didn't do it in front of Frankie. That would have been.
That's the one thing you should have done in front of Frankie. Like, he would have loved that. He would have loved it. How could you not show your boobs in front of Frankie?
It's like, Adriana, mi amor, please put those away. So Julia's like, well, yes, and then you showed to the whole world, and then Adriana's saying like she showed me her butt. Like this is like somehow
Kiki is like, okay. So she goes, I've just met this girl. And Julia's like, you complimented my butt, so I showed you my butt. Okay, so to me, now I see this pattern. So it was in her mind. She developed a crush on me and right away, and she was in her seducing mode that she's always been in. Okay, so you're saying she seduced you.
So now Adriana is like just as to me, just as it's ridiculous for Julia to be like, she took advantage of me while I was being vulnerable. But now Adriana is also going to do the, like, I have no role in this thing, which is like, I was seduced. She called me Snow White. What are you supposed to do after that? You can't help but to go into an affair with a woman after you've been called Snow White.
I think that she's saying Julia is acting like I came in there and took her when she was at her darkest moment and did all this mean stuff to her and tricked her into this affair to use against her and all of this.
It was intentional.
In fact, she's been after me the whole time. I was never trying to do anything with this girl. She came up to me at some luncheon and was like asking me to show her my boobs. Like, please. Mm-hmm. So right. I think her point is
okay. That's a fair point. That's a good point. Yeah. I like that. It's a good theory.
But it's how Adriana says everything. It's like, I'm not asking for a Snow White story, all right? Did you put your finger in the tinger? Did you, yes or no?
So Andy's like, she's like, well, she patted me. And they're like, oh, are you an animal now? You're like an animal that shows your boobs? Like you're like an animal, like a slut animal at a zoo that you're like, show me your boobs. The animal shows you. It's like New Orleans Zoo.
Wait, was it like a finger in the hole? Like this? And she goes, no. Like this, like it petted. She petted it. She petted the pussy. Oh, okay. So she petted your pussy. Okay. And Lisa's like, she went like this. She petted it.
No, Cedric, none of that. I don't even know what her private parts look like. So did I have this lesbian affair that she's accusing me of? Okay, Julia, I want to make it clear. What was your motivation in sharing that story other than making me laugh for many, many hours later tonight? She's
I said it because I felt muzzled and I felt scared. When what happened in the Hamptons between Adriana and I shortly after she asked me, will you leave Martina for me? And then added, what a storyline. And I thought, oh my God, what a storyline it would make. And that made me really scared and started doubting the intentions of our friendship.
I do not believe you, ma'am. Okay, I believe that Adriana might have said, oh my God, what are you going to leave me now? Leave Martina for me? That would be hilarious, this story. But I don't think she was really like, I want to be with you, Julia. Leave Martina.
I can see it as a joke. This one's a little bit of a push for me because I largely agree with you. I do feel like, Adriana probably said it as a joke, like, oh my God, that would be a storyline. But I don't know. This is one that I can't quite tell where the truth is on this one. Because also Adriana, I would not put it past Adriana to be like, this is my way to get back on the show. So,
but Adriana doesn't want to be with a poor person. And Julia would be poor, wouldn't she?
I don't think so. I mean, I think that I think Adriana, it's not so much about the poor person, it's that Adriana, it would keep Adriana relevant. Like Adriana she is a real housewife. She's a friend of, but she's a real housewife. And she's like, she always finds the storyline. She always finds a way to stay in the season.
Yeah. Okay. So,
but I think largely you're right. I think largely like my needle is a bit more onto your theory, but it's not a black and white situation for me.
So Adriana's like, when we were in Spain in that little room with Marisol and Alexia, and she's like, actually it was a big room. It was a suite. Okay.
Adriana, I mean, Alexia, like clarifying the most important part. It was a big room.
I had a suite.
We had a big room.
I had a suite.
Well, they were drinking. Obligated to say that for the Ramada.
They were drinking until the wee hours. So we go down the elevator and Julia asked me to stop at a room. So when we got there, she pins me against the wall like this and comes at me, towering over me, towering Andy, and says, spend the night with me. And Gertie's like, oh my God. Like,
and she tried to kiss me. And I said, no. And then she grabbed the coffee machine from a hotel room and said, take this. And I said, no, it's late. We better not go there. And I went back to my room and she was trying to fuck me in Spain.
But because you already fucked before, right? Because like, why would she say that if you hadn't done it before? So
the logic, everyone's logic is amazing. It's like, so like, that was like the seduction phase because you were seduced before. Like you already fucked. That was the pre-fuck phase. Like you knew it because you already had fuck face.
So did Martina know about that? That she's trying to seduce me in Spain? This is such a lie. I was avoiding you. No, it's not a lie. I swear on my son's life, I'm willing to drop dead right now.
This is really bad. Do not swear like this on your son, because that's a sin. You cannot do that. It's like,
if you did not put against the wall and try to kiss me in Sevilla, like, all right. Okay, here's the deal. What's interesting is that when I spoke to Adriana before we came out tonight, she was very hopeful that the two of you could reconcile. And
well, me saying that I'm not saying that I hate her. I just mean that she's liar, she's sinning just now, and abusive and blackmailer, but I do not hate her.
It's time for a commercial. It's time for a Crappens commercial.
So Julia's like, I was crying before this. And they show the clips of her crying over all the mean comments that she got in. And she's like, I miss Adriana. And Adriana's like, you miss the friendship or you miss my pussy? My God.
Oh, God.
She's like, you miss my sweet little pussy. I want to know, were you genuine with me? Do you like me for who I am as your friend? Or was it all for storyline? Excuse me, I give you my heart. Yeah, Julia, Adriana's not the one that turned on you. You can't like reframe the whole season that Adriana turned on you. That's not what happened. Yeah. You completely blew her off the entire season. And she was fairly nice about it until the very end. And she only wasn't because you tried to make this huge storyline about she skipped your opera thing, which was so important to you. You tried coming for her when you told her the day before that you had an opera thing and knew that she had a rehearsal with 12 other of Emilio Estefan's people. Like, you are such a shady liar. I can't believe this chick.
Well, also, it's like she kept on, like, anytime Adriana would be like, you are growing distant from me, Julia would be like, no, I love you. Like, she sort of was, she didn't seem, it wasn't gaslighting, but she was sort of didn't seem to acknowledge that she was drifting away. And that was like actually kind of cruel. So like, even if she did drift away for reasons that make sense in my mind, of like that there was like residual psychological feelings about whatever thing happened, etc. And even if it's that she drifted away because she's a serial cheater, and even if she doesn't have guilt, the fact that Adriana's threatened to expose it, she's like, well, I want to get away from this person who's going to like expose my crafted facade. Whatever the reason is, the fact that Julia would act to Adriana like, no, I haven't been drifting. I'm still your friend. It's like, stop bullshitting, you know?
Yeah, so now we come to Adriana's gift. She brings her a wooden box, and Marisol's like, oh God, the court jester. So she brings it over, and Andy's like, is it from Marisol's liver? And in the box is the red mold of a broken heart. It's like a balloon filled with water or something.
And it's so funny because before that, Adriana was like, I gave you my heart. I gave you my heart. Oh, wait, hold on 1 second. Like, Adriana was like, oops, I gave the punchline away before the prop. But she literally gives her a heart. She's like, you literally ripped my heart, because when we had that fight, I didn't eat for 2 days. I didn't sleep for 2 days because you were my Thelma and Louise. I was the car, and I loved you with all my heart. Okay. I loved you with all my heart, and now you can keep it.
Marisol just kicks the box on the ground. She's like, whatever. Don't put that shit on my feet. Hey, that's a heart.
Don't kick a heart. Like Bonnie Raitt says, have a heart.
So silly. I wish it was a tiny Gwyneth Paltrow head. Look what you did to Gwyneth. She's done nothing but try to bring steamed salmon to the masses. Oh,
what's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? What's in the box? So at least that now they take a break, whatever, and there's like lighting cues and stuff. Laura's like, Adriana, close your legs, like. Oh God. So they're all they're sort of like resetting for the next part. And Andy's like, okay, well, we are back with more of the Real Housewives of Miami reunion. After opening up about her painful childhood, Kiki not only forgave her dad, but actually leaned on him for support. So let's hear about Kiki's life.
I almost felt so bad for Kiki at this part, because like, how are you going to follow all of this that just happened? It's like Kiki's dad. It's like,
yeah.
So we see all the Kiki stuff with her dad, and she's talking about how her dad wants more kids. Like, because Andy's like, wow, you got shocked that you even had a brother that you didn't know about. She's like, yeah, my dad wants more kids. And the thing is, like, he wants me to be the one to take care of the kids. And everyone's like, oh, Jesus, my God. So Lars is like, you know what? Like, I wish I could get back that time. Like, I had plans with my father to come. Oh, no, Lisa. I had plans with my dad to come back to Miami because he wanted to see the group, like we had plans. And so they talk about how it's important to have a relationship with your parents, no matter how crazy it gets over the years.
And Kiki talks about the threats she got from her family members and how crazy it was. And they all thought that she was glamorous and a lot of money. And she's like, guys, I'm a friend of, I'm not a housewife. But Andy is like, her dad went back to Haiti, even though it was risky for him to do so. He went back and he told them basically all to shut the fuck up. And so now Andy's asking if the women bonded with Kiki over these stories because they're all like immigrants or children of immigrants. They're like, yeah, totally. And Julia says that like Kiki reminds her of her younger self. And they're all kind of like, praising Kiki, etc.
Yeah.
And
so then we
Kiki
go
has
to
a new man in the Hamptons that she's going to be seeing. And Andy's like, okay, well, that was fun. And that's why we don't give storylines to the friends ofs. Okay. I want to switch gears. Sierra from Pittsburgh wants to know, Stephanie, you didn't take kindly to being called a chihuahua. If not a chihuahua, what is your spirit animal? We will also accept tiny loud bird and annoying animal that possibly has rabies.
An Afghan hound. Yeah, because they win Westminster shows and they have planes. So I'm into those dogs. Okay, well, Stephanie Alexa fought a lot this year. Chaos was unleashed. Let's get to some clips.
There is nothing about Stephanie that reminds me of an Afghan hound. Like, I'm sorry, that is not your spirit dog. You may aspire to be it, but this is Afghan hound is not it.
No, her spirit animal would be like, I don't know. We had a hamster as a kid that bit us a lot.
Yeah, like or an angry rabbit. When a rabbit gets like cornered, it's like goes. back. You know, like that's sort of her.
I think she would be a hamster because hamsters love traveling around in big balls.
They have big front teeth. Big balls. She is always on a wheel. You know, like the hamsters, like, it's like, you know what? I'm sorry. Like I have to go onto my wheel. Like that's what I do. Like you guys have spent time and you guys have lunch. I go on a wheel. Like that's like the rodent equivalent of going to work with 80
I just saw a little video of a 5-year-old hamster, which I guess is really old for a hamster. And it was really old and it was like had all these skinny legs and it was just still getting on the wheel every day. I was like, oh yeah, here I am going to get on the wheel another day, another fucking turn around this wheel.
Hamsters are so funny. I think it's the only animal on earth that like voluntarily just loves cardio. It's like, gotta get my steps in. Gotta do it. Gotta get back on the wheel. I actually love it. I actually love doing this.
Yeah, I've always been so jealous of hamster poop that they're just like little pellets. They're like, here's my pellet.
Little
Sweep
rice.
it up. It's no big deal, you know?
Yeah, hamsters have a sort of a quirky life. As pets go, hamsters live one of the quirkiest lives. Put them in those balls.
People build
They
them
like
like
it on a wheel.
tubes all over the house and stuff.
It's a strange life that they have. Yeah.
Okay, well, Larsa, you brought Stephanie into this group. Did you expect Lexi and Stephanie to butt heads like this? So we go into this, and Lexi's like, you know what? We weren't expecting it from Stephanie, honestly. Like, I just started seeing, like, the whole group dynamic, and, like, she was putting so much effort into the other ladies. And I was like, hello? Like, why is it with me? Like, she's got to reprimand me or say something mean or, like, attack me, you know? So, like, if you keep on poking the bear, you know, I'm going to react to it.
It's like, oh, that's not true. That's not true. Oh, no, it's true if you can see it. Like, okay, well, your first interaction with her was to call her husband garbage. Okay, let me explain. Because I had gone to the happy hour before and they were talking about Marisol and Larsa and they've been talking about Todd. And then we see like footage of them basically saying like that Todd's like garbage. And it's like, so I heard all these things about Todd. So when I met her, my intentions were really just to say, he's garbage and you're garbage for marrying him in the first place. And if you go back to him, you're actually like a bigger bag of garbage than the first bag of garbage I thought you were. That's all I was trying to say. And like, I think you just took it the wrong way and I should have used kinder words, but like, that's really all I meant by it.
And yeah, you got sensitive. She's like, no, it's not because I got sensitive. That was insensitive thing to say. So I'm not insensitive. You're insensitive. She's like, okay, well, I apologize. Okay. Because anybody would react like that. Okay. Do you see why she came in that way? No, I don't see why she came in that way. Okay, well, if she had just been at a thing and she was hearing, no, the happy hour happened after that, so that's not true. That's not true what she said. The happy hour was later. And she's like, no, the happy hour was filmed and it was right before this event. That's when they invited me to this event. She's like, oh,
Okay.
Like when Alexia gets called out on being wrong and she just nods. She's like,
well, you didn't even say hi to me. You didn't even, like you came in, you didn't even say hi. And I respect like that. Like you didn't even say hello. And then they show footage of Stephanie walking in and being like, hi, hello. I'm sorry I missed you last night. Hello.
AGLLO, hello to you, Alexia. Guys, I've got something in my purse for you. It's a hello. Okay. You didn't say hello to me.
You know what, Alexia? It's so funny that you're here right now because I was just practicing the Beauty and the Beast song. Hello, bonjour, good morning. It's like saying hello in many different ways. Lexia's like, no, you never said it. Never said hello, ever.
Hello, is it me you're looking for? Because I see it in your eyes. Okay, you can stop the clip now. I get the point. Okay.
Hello from the other side. And the other side, of course, is a private plane.
Alexia is like, well, in that moment when she said garbage, like I didn't address it in the moment because I was on a high road. And Andy's like, okay, well, Adriana thinks Alexia was threatened by Stephanie because she was younger and wealthier. And she goes, oh my God, Alexia, that's Adriana's storyline every season, saying that I'm jealous of young people.
No. Yeah,
that me and Marisol are jealous of newer, younger, richer girls. Yeah, that's what you say.
Well, guess what? New plot, babe. And it's okay. Does anyone here besides Adriana feel that Alexia was intimidated by her youth and wealth? Absolutely. Amen.
Yep.
Well, yep. Look, we rallied for Stephanie. Okay, we brought her into this group. We encouraged her to come. Like she had a lot of hesitation. Yeah, because her biggest hesitation was Adriana over there.
Oh, yeah,
So this
yeah.
was a
That
twist.
one right there. That's why she was hesitating. And Stephanie's like, wait. My biggest hesitation was Adriana because you guys told me. And they're like, no. Don't try to paw it on us, okay?
Stephanie, you said that like. She's like, no. And I told her that the clips that I'd seen online, she read a poem about your liver. Okay. And we see a flashback to the liver. And she was always showing her tits. That is the reason why I don't want to be by someone who's always showing her tits. Okay. Like, I heard that if you can't even call her Snow White without her showing you her tits. Okay. So you plus like the two of you made me think that Adriana's the worst. And you know what? She's actually been the best. She never even showed me her tits. I can say Snow White all day long and she doesn't show me her tits. I love her. Okay. So I don't know what to say.
Okay, moving on. On the way to Spain, Stephanie said the Chihuahua comment was an example of how Alexia talks down to women. And Alexia's like, oh my God, what a dumb woman thing to say. That's like so dumb.
Ladies, do you agree with Stephanie? Does Alexia talk down to women? Yes. All the time, Andy.
Curdy's cracking me up at this reunion. Yes, absolutely. Monster of a person.
I actually talk down to men, not to women. And if you were men, you would have realized that. Sorry.
We've never seen that. We've never seen you do that.
'cause
Alexia,
you're a woman.
you accused Stephanie of dangling her plane as a carrot. Okay, so so Stephanie's like, okay, well, let me explain. Okay. When I was a little girl, there was a day and it was called Show and Tell Day. And we would show up on Friday and we would take our toys and we would show and tell. And I was excited about it. And I'm super excited about my friends' toys and they were super excited about my toy. So I grew up thinking the show, like show and tell's awesome. So like I loved it.
Thank you for the backstory and the education on what show and tell is. If you're trying to tie this into some sort of childhood like thing that you've got going on, you're failing already, but I'm still going to hear you out.
She's like, yeah, like most of my friends are happy for me, but then I realized not everyone's super happy because like if I have a plane and my friend has a plane and I'm like, look at my plane, my friend's like, that's cool. Look at my plane. But if you're talking to somebody without a plane, people don't like it. They get upset because you have a plane and they don't have it.
Right.
She's
Yes.
such an asshole.
I think this is like the most hilarious explanation. I don't think she's wrong, actually, but also like, why are you not calibrating? I think this is where the gap is. You know that if you start yapping about your plane to these women who do not have planes, they're going to think that you're showing off. So why don't you just not yap about it to them? It's called like understanding the room. Read the room, girl.
Yeah, but also
You can
they all
brag about
loved.
Yeah. Talk
They
about
all
with your
loved
plane
that
friends.
she had a plane at first. They're like, oh my God, it's so fabulous. She has a plane, this and that. It's when she starts lording it over their heads and threatening
Like,
them,
who can go
threatening to
on?
leave them places and stuff like that and telling them they
Who can
can't
go
move.
on, how they can go on, why they can go
Yeah.
on, like an
She's
American
ridiculous.
Idol audition process to get on it. Like that's really the issue. And I actually almost wish that Andy had actually drilled a little deeper on that because he kind of like let that go. So Andy's like, well, in your defense, this is a show that is, leans into wealth and accumulation. So that's my way of saying, can I go on your plane? Can I? Okay. Alexia,
yeah, but
what do you think? What do you think?
Oh, sorry.
Stephanie was
Go
trying to
ahead and
achieve
ask me
about
and then
it,
I'll
but
answer you. Okay. You can go ahead before I talk over
Are
you.
you-
Okay.
Are you just talking down to me the way you talk down to women right now?
I'm sorry, but you know what? You have some boobies right now. So that's it.
You're
But
talking
you know
like a
what?
lady.
Like for her, like the plane is validation and she identifies with the plane. You know what I mean? Like one time I told her, are you ready to go? And she was like, hold on, wheels down in like 5 minutes. I was like, are you a plane? Yeah. She identifies as, she's plane sexual, So I don't know if
guys,
that means she
this is
scissored
wildly-
other planes. Have you ever scissored a plane? That's my question.
You guys, I'm not plain sexual. I just, it's just like show and tell. I also just want to remind everyone here at the reunion that the exits are both on the side of the soundstage and in front. And please remember to help yourself before you help anyone else on the couch. Thank you very much. But I'm not really obsessed with my plane.
Yeah. And you know what? Even I had this conversation with Gertie. And that Gertie, like you even said when we spoke on the phone that Stephanie came in, with all this wealth and the girls just wanted to automatically be friends. And Gertie's like, wait. Oh, well, Gertie wants
But
to chime in,
Kiki-
but first Kiki chimes in.
I had a hard time following this. She goes, Well, I guess in that sense, we can be clear with the group because I always say this. I see a lot of people running with the narrative like, oh, they're all racist. They're all racist. And we are racist. Is it classism issues where everybody's like this one has more money, but like maybe I'll lean into this one. And I've said this before, but racist? I don't think so. And I just want to make sure that with all of these backfire, like we're getting online that like, I don't think any of you ladies are, including myself, are racist. I'm a little confused, Ronnie, because we're like 1 second we're talking about like the plane. And I didn't really understand where Kiki's racist thing was coming in from. Like,
she's saying, well, first she's bringing it from the last episode where she's like, we're not racist. They were saying that everybody's calling them racist online because of the Gertie stuff, and Gertie didn't stop to help them, you know, and say that they're not racist. So she's still on that. But I think all she's trying to say is we're not racist in this group. We're classist. So if people think it's racism, it's not that, it's classism. And everyone just kind of looks at her like, babe, that was like an hour ago, you know?
Yeah.
And so Gertie's like, no, I want to chime in because when I spoke to you about that, that was in the context of me saying, damn, I didn't do anything to anybody and I'm being treated like a piece of crap, but she has a plane and she curses you out from here to Timbuktu. And you're like, yeah, you're just kidding. Oh, okay. Yeah, girl. You know, that's why I brought it up.
Which is a really good point I'd like to add. We haven't been saying that.
I mean, Alexia twists it. She's like, oh my God, even Gertie told me on the phone, this girl's always leading with her money. Come on, Twister.
You know, but we haven't been saying that, Gertie. I mean, like, that's such a woman thing to say. So Gertie's like, well, she gets a lot of grace. And all of a sudden, Gertie's rude. Gertie's rude. And like, okay, well, meanwhile, we're the only ones that didn't ride on it, but you did, okay? That felt like a relevant point to something, wasn't it? Can someone validate me? Okay, no. Very good. Okay. Glenda
Jersey
from
Mike's. Like, what were we gonna
Jersey
say?
from Mike's. Glenda likes Jersey from Mike's. Little known fact about Wicked. Asks, hey, I saw Todd's IG post about an unnamed reality TV woman flexing with her private jet and flaunting her Birkins. I was wondering who he could be talking about. Stephanie, what was your reaction to Todd's post?
Oh, she's like, my reaction is that Todd's a weirdo. Okay, he's cheesy. Okay, Alexia, you agree that you and Stephanie are actually a lot alike. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But I think like we have to give each other a chance. Yeah, I think they share a lot in common. Kiki. And she's like, yeah, you know, like even though we're bickering, but like we still like each other, you know, but then we got along, but then I didn't go on her plane and then she got mad again. But you know, like, it'll be okay. And Stephanie's like, you know, it's clear to me that Alexia is very genuinely kind. You know, I just have to speak to a way that you speak to poor people because they get offended very, very easily, you know, and I don't want another chicken wing thrown at my head. So I've just decided, Alexia, here's $100. Thank you.
Alexia, you're just more sensitive than I am. And it's not a bad thing. It's just that like when you spend a lot of time up in higher altitudes in your private plane, you sometimes like lose the brain cells that make you sensitive. So the reason why I'm like that is only because I spent more time on private planes, Andy. And that's it. It's not a good thing or a bad thing.
One thing rich people learn is to not make fun of poor people to their faces. So I'm going to try and do better. So now Andy wants them all to beat their chests like her and be like, I'm Alexia. So they all do it except Gertie. Gertie's like, that's cute. That's cute. So then now we get questions about Jeff Kobe. So Larsa tells us he's 31 and Gertie goes, let us pray. Let us pray.
When she said that. Gertie's saying, let us pray. I think he wants like kids. Like we kind of go back and forth about kids and like and stuff. Okay, well, Jeff is in the world of basketball. Do he and Marcus know each other? No, like, Lisa, do you follow Jeff on Instagram? It's like, no. Okay, well, much was made about you continuing to follow Marcus. Let's see a flashback of Larsa yelling at you. Okay, well, guess what? Tennis from Ball says, hey, Larsa, is it a requirement for your friends to unfollow all of your exes? It's so juvenile.
Yeah, but like it's not like if you're not like my close like friend, like it's like I feel like my really close friends, I feel like they like haven't seen like what's going on publicly with our breakup. Like if you like met him through me, like you don't really have a relationship with them, and like you should probably like be a good friend and like unfollow them.
Oh, yeah? Well, what about all of your other 20 friends who follow him, like Caroline Stansberry's?
They unfollowed him, like Lisa, like, oh yeah, you know when they unfollowed him? Yeah, like about a year later after an article came out, and then you noticed. Why did you notice me? Why me?
Because like we were in a friend group, like, and you had your problems with like Lenny, like, and I feel like we like all unfollowed Lenny, like, yeah, but Lenny, I mean.
But also Lars is like, yeah, well, Lenny obviously, but like also Lars is like, we're on a TV show together. Okay, I'm not on a show with Caroline Stanbury, but we're on a TV show. So if you don't do it, it's gonna be a storyline. Okay, well, what did you mean at Jody's birthday party when you told Larsa the whole world knows who you are? And we see a flashback to that. And Lisa goes, well, the general consensus, not from me, but if you ask anybody, like, I don't know, ChatGPT, anybody, ChatGPT, just scary thing for our times.
I love that Lisa did that though. She's like, hey,
ChatGPT, what do you think of Larsa Pippen? Ah, she's a bitch.
Yeah.
I told you, Jody.
he's like, oh, I told you all the time.
She clearly did ask ChatGPT that, that's the only reason why she would say it. If you ask anyone, like my good friend ChatGPT, they have a certain idea about Larsa.
Yeah, well, I was married like for 20 years at 22 to a favorite, like a famous like superstar. Like I have 4 like superstar kids. Like, what are you gonna like do about it? Like, I feel like
We all have superstar kids. Are you saying my kid's on a superstar? Okay, Andy, you've got superstar kids, don't you?
he's like, why am I in this?
Okay, well, I have a lot of companies I've started, okay? I bought my own house by myself.
Oh no, this is Larsa. I have like companies, and like I bought my own house by myself. Like I was the face of butt bleach. So like, what are you talking about?
Halo collar. I do Halo collar. I don't expect someone else to pay my rent like.
He's like, yeah, but you got your money from your divorce.
But I was married for like 22 years like.
Okay, does someone want to clue me in about what ChatGPT says about Larsa? What is that? It says she's a gold digger, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
What,
I
like,
look myself,
gold digger,
but
like?
I'm worried about the water shortage.
I was married at 22 like. I'm not a gold digger like. I'm a gold investor like.
In essence, I looked it up, Andy. It says that she's polarizing, and people criticize her for being image obsessed, while other people see her as resilient, multifaceted public personality who refuses to be boxed into a single face.
Thank you.
I love that Larsa says thank you to ChatGPT.
Thank you so much for that.
She's like, I'll take it. Thank you. That was like so nice. Like,
That was, like,
oh my
so
God,
nice.
ChatGPT is following me. Like,
I have like so many ChatGPT fans. Like all the bots, they like love me. Like even the bots that like try to change elections, they like the one thing they all agree on is they just love my feet like.
So then Larsa starts this whole like, but like, you know, like when you live with someone, it's like the first person like you brought around your kids, like it's like very hard, like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like my kids were like super upset over it. Like my kids were like super upset. Like they FaceTimed me about it from Los Angeles. They were like really upset about it. Like my whole family had to like come stay with me because it got to the point where it was like so toxic, like.
I don't want to cry like, but
Oh, that's good because you're actually not crying. You're just changing your voice.
oh, okay.
And Lisa's like, well, you didn't tell me any of this. And she goes, well, I expected you to like to answer the phone, Lisa. Like I expected you to like be there like and listen to me for like 5 minutes and just say like, I'm really sorry. Like I love you. Like we both hate him. You know what I mean? Like.
I love when
Bro,
Larsa's real voice comes out. It's my favorite.
Mustard from Cheese says Larsa was harsh by saying you shouldn't have been in Milan because of your sick father.
And so we see a flashback of that. And Andy says, Lisa, was she right?
She's like, I'm gonna get emotional. Give me a fucking tissue. Give me a fucking tissue.
Dun, dun,
And this is somehow the cliffhanger. I don't understand how this is a cliffhanger when it's like, oh, let's bring up your dad who died. Do you feel guilty about not being there that last week? And then she's like, like we know what she's choking up about. I don't know if it's a cliffhanger, but it doesn't matter. Minor note on like truly an amazing episode. I mean, so many gems throughout. I mean, I really can't believe it. It was so good.
Yeah, this was a great one. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for being with us for this very special two-parter. We will be back later today with some Orange County and on Monday with Potomac and also Amazon Live on Monday at 4 p.m. Pacific time. Find information over on our link in bio on Instagram, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Bye. Watch What Crappens would like to thank its premium sponsors. Ain't no thing like Allison King. It's always a party on Allison Block.
Our way is the Amber way.
It's the Foster and the Furious. It's Amanda Foster. It's always automatic with Ashley Auto. Put your hands together for Carly Clapp.
Get on the right foot with Chrissy Offit.
She's not just a Sheila, she's a Daniela. Etchels.
We never miss her call. It's Diane Call.
Aaron McNicholas. She don't miss no trickolas.
Hava Nagila Weber.
You'll never hide from Heidi Eleanor Jones. I go, you go, we all go for Hugo. Jamie. She has no last namey.
She's our kind of mess. It's Jennifer Messer.
Sipped some scotch with Jessica Trotch.
She's our favorite streamer, Caroline Peacock.
Kristen the Piston Anderson.
Get a bee in your bonnet with Lacey B. Que sera, sera, whatever will be, will Lauren Silsby. She gets an A from us. It's Lindsay D.
Let's give a kisserino to Lisa Lino.
Fresh as a daisy, it's Maisie McHenry. We love her on the rocks. It's Melissa Cox.
Megan Berg. You can't have a burger without the Berg.
This is Livin' with Michelle Vivian.
I love ya, Olivia Williamson.
She sure is swell. It's Raquel.
Yes, we canna. It's Savannah.
Cast a spell with Shannon Spellman. Let's share with Sharon Eldridge.
Darn Skippy, it's Tippy.
And our super premium sponsors.
She's VVIP, it's Amanda V. Can't lose when you're with Amy Baldwin.
Somebody get us 10 cc's of Betsy MD.
We're taking the gold with Brenda Silva.
Let's get real with Caitlin O'Neill.
Put us on a stretcher, it's Charlotte Fletcher.
Don't get salty with Christine Pepper. Can't have a meal without the Emily Sides.
Who, what, why, where, and Gwen Pentland.
Let's go into the woods with Guy Tubbs. It's our queen, it's Queen Laifah.
Nobody holds a candle to Jamie Kendall. Hail the cork master, the master of the cork, Jennifer Corcoran. We got our wish, it's Jen Plish. She's not harsh, she's Jill Hirsch. My favorite Murdo, Karen McMurdo.
She's a total knockout, it's Katie Manock.
We love him madly, it's Kyle Pod Shadley. In the study with a candlestick, it's Leslie Peacock. Gee, it's Lisa H. We're ride or die for Lisa Ryder Barron. She's a whiz, it's Liz Sarthy. Always killing it, it's Lola Alkalani.
The incredible edible Matthews sisters.
She eases our woes, it's Melissa St. Rose.
There's a chance of meatballs, it's Rebecca Cloud.
Maximum love for Sandy Maximoska. She's the queen bee, it's Sarah Lemke.
We cannot tell a lie, it's Sarah Telefson.
Shannon, out of a cannon, Anthony. Please don't stop, it's Soli and Pop. Let's take off with Tamla Plain.
We're obsessed doll with Tessa V.
She ain't no shrinking Violet Kuchar. We love you guys.